Epitome. I play games. That makes this Epitome Games. Welcome to the very first episode of our long play, Minecraft 1.16. Just giving a short overview of where I found my way into the nether here. I think I'm actually fairly fortunate because I see the fog turning blue if I head this way. I've got red right over here. I can't remember what each of these biomes are called, but I'm glad to have multiple all right near my nether entrance. We're just going to do some flying around in creative mode and give a brief world tour so that you guys can get to see what I've done so far, and then we can start building on it from there as we move forward. So we have another nether portal. This was one of the unfinished or abandoned, whatever you want to call them, ones. And it just leads over here into a desert biome. And we can see there's a village in the distance. I have not made it there yet, so I'm not going to fly over there now. We're going to try to keep this playthrough as legit as possible, but you can see here where I've been through this portal and found my way back to base and put down some torches. We've got some surface lava. We've got, I think this is dark oak forest. Or is this just regular oak? No, this is a dark oak forest. We've got some mushrooms and all kinds of good stuff going on here. So we're going to keep this playthrough as legit as possible, like I was saying. But the tours and stuff, I'll be flying around in creative mode because I've already got myself set up with a pretty expansive um, area that I'm covering, and walking in between the two is just that's going to take a long time. And to be honest with you, I'm still not the best at video editing, so I suppose that may change as time goes on. But for now, this is how we're going to do things. So I've just got a couple of double chests with some stuff, some building materials, and some iron and diamond and lapis going on here. And this is going to be our main base once we've got it built up a bit. Obviously, there's nothing here but furnaces and chests so far, so can't really call that a base, but found a nice plains biome where I want to set up in, and we found yet another nether portal over here. This one is a bit of a thorn in my side right now, though, because it's linked to the same one um, that I built in my starting base. So that if I go through that, it takes me to the exact same place in the nether as I was just showing you. So yeah, but we've got a nice plains biome, and our first base is over that direction about 500 blocks, 500 meters or so. So let's go ahead and pop through here and see, we are right back where we started. Now if I pop through here again, yay, now I'm in my main mine shaft. I'm not by any means a master when it comes to linking nether portals, so we'll get that figured out. Maybe get another nether portal built and have the one over in the plains biome linked to that. But as you can see, we got really lucky here. We've got some abandoned mine shafts. We got some ravines, and then we've got something I don't think I've ever seen before. We've got intersecting ravines. Ravine going this way, ravine going across the ravine. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, we got really lucky with our cave spawns and our ravine spawns and all that good stuff. But now let's head on up to the surface, and we will take a quick tour of the village that I started with. I was very fortunate, got to start near a village. I was a little less fortunate when it came to the quality of the villagers in that village because, well, they were either nitwits or they were, I think, leather workers. But I got even less lucky because, well, I guess this part wasn't unlucky. This part was me just not thinking ahead. I did not light up the village, and I spent a bunch of time in the mines. And yeah, so that led to mobs spawning up top during the night and killing off all the villagers. So, yay me. Good job, Epitome. Now, this here is an automatic item loader. And what this will do is it'll send a redstone signal to this torch, which will shut it off if there are items in it. This is actually kind of a neat thing to do. So we'll just throw a little bit of something in there. And then watch when the minecart with the chest comes back, it stops, it loads. Actually, let's give that less work to do so this can happen a little faster. And there you go. Once this hopper is empty, it just takes off. And then it'll come up here to my inventory system, my item sorter, and I've got an item unloader here. So when this hopper has stuff in it, this rail is deactivated, and when it's empty, it reactivates. And it sends the minecart on its merry little way. Oh, I had an item frame there with cobble on it. Anyways, you can see the items that I'm sorting. I don't really have a ton of resources just yet, but I wanted to go ahead and set up my item sorter so that as I gained resources, I could store them in an organized manner. Oh, we've just got a little bit of stuff in there. And these are really easy to set up. I used, oh, I'm going to have to figure out whose I used because I'd love to give them credit. Somebody had a really simple tutorial on these. Anyways, you're basically just using redstone signal to feed into repeaters, which then feed into these torches and turn them off. And as long as the hoppers have a redstone signal going to them, they will not push anything through to the chest below. So you have to have a deactivated redstone signal, and you do that using item filters. Now, I think this is actually not the best way to do it. I think you're supposed to go like 6 here, 6 here, 5 here, and 4 here, or something like that, and then put 21 in here. But I am not an expert on the matter, so I just followed the tutorial, and it's working. So I think if you have too many set up with 41 in the first slot and then one in each of the other slots, you can run into stack overflow issues and the game can start crashing. Or your item sorter just won't work properly, or, some other consequence for that. But anyway, that's that. And then out here we can see I have a cactus smelting XP farm. It is not the fastest XP farm, but it's pretty great early game because you don't really have to fight mobs to get XP that way. And then we have the cattle farm, we have the wheat farms, we have the sugarcane going on. And yeah, we've got a pretty neat little village. And I've already done some terraforming and put in some stairs. And oh yeah, that's the currently barely functional mob farm. That's a work in progress still. I've never really been the best with mob farms, but if you think that's bad, just wait until I get to a iron golem farm, because I'm even worse with those. My last one would only produce like, I don't know, probably 10 iron per hour. It was a very sad thing. So, but I'm hoping that you guys can provide me with some insight and leave some comments on these videos and let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. That would be genuinely very appreciated, because as much Minecraft as I've played, I've never really spent a lot of time doing things like iron golem farms or mob farms in vanilla. I've done some modded playthroughs with things like Project Ozone 2 and oh gosh, what else? Like well, Project Ozone 2 is the only one coming to mind right now. I'm drawing a blank on any others. But either way, um, I'm really good at mob farms and modded, especially Skyblock, because you don't have to put torches everywhere. But anyway, that's all kind of beside the point. That's not really the focus right now. So let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and go inside and we'll take a tour of what I've built out so far. There's not much, so this will just be pretty quick. But this was a villager's house, as you can see. It's just, cobble and spruce and not that great. But then I decided that I was going to dig out into the side of this mountain here. And so that's what we did. And we've got an enchanting table with bookshelves. We've got a grinding wheel that I stole from the village. We've got a bunch of enchanted books because I've been using that cactus farm. We've got a couple of auto smelters in here. This one's just doing cobblestone. I'm doing that for XP and also for building materials. This one's got iron going through it. I thought I had gold in here. Apparently I did not, though. Okay. Well, anyways, I've got a double chest of stone now and +5 plus this one. You know what? Let's pop back into survival mode real quick. And let's grab that. Let's see how many levels we get from that. So we're at 33, 36. Yeah, that's not that's not that great. All right, back to creative for the rest of the tour. And then after we get finished with the tour, I will roll some footage of me actually building the item sorter for anybody who's interested in that. Probably just going to play some music over that though, because like I said, I'm not the best at video editing and my voiceovers tend to be a little bit flat still. Um, let's see. So yeah, we got this and we've got, oh, well, I guess it's worth showing this little platform over here. I don't know. Out this door is just another way to get into the base. That's really all it is. And then this one over here, basically the same thing, just entrance from this side. I got tired of running around the mountain every time to get in here, so I decided to just make entrances all over. And then up here we have home base. Yeah, I had some pesky Endermen running around causing quite a few issues with dirt blocks getting moved everywhere, but I think we've dealt with them now. But yeah, so there it is. That's our basic little start. And some of these projects have gone really well. Some of them were a bit more of a struggle than others, but I kind of like this little base. But I think I want to do something a little bit bigger and a little bit more robust and a little bit more um, something with a little bit more flair and design to it. So that's why I've started moving materials over to the plains biome over there. And then this is our non-functioning mob farm. So yay. Yeah. That'll drop maybe 4 mobs every minute. And honestly, I'm better off just going caving and dealing with whatever mobs I find down there for experience and mob drops. So we might put a little bit more time and energy into that in the future. But for now, it just is what it is. Excuse me. And yeah, I really like this little village. It's not a bad spot at all. But I was thinking about it, and it just, if I'm gonna make this my home village, and I may still do that, but if I'm gonna do that, it's gonna take a lot of terraforming and a lot of time. So for right now, home is gonna be about 500 blocks this direction. We're just gonna take advantage of the plains biome that's not too far away and get ourselves set up over here. I'm thinking we're gonna go, excuse me, probably a couple of levels down here with the dirt. Just flatten this out a bit this general area here, and then we will build up on it, make ourselves a nice little structure. That I haven't quite decided what it's going to be yet, but I don't know. It should be interesting. I can build some pretty creative stuff sometimes. So yeah, I think that's all we've got for right now. So let's go ahead and get to that footage of item sorter and minecart system being built. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.